Hi guys, this is Starcraft and welcome back to yet another amazing series of Starcraft amazing games. This is gonna be ASL season, what is this? Season E17 I guess, and it's gonna be the online qualifiers #1. And I'm sorry, this is gonna be kind of a ragtag casting experience for you because some of the games are happening. I'm not casting all of the games, and sometimes the games are gonna be streamed from the midway onwards. And so I'm gonna be casting this amazing game between Rain and Ssak. This is one of the finals in their respective groups, I think. And the map here is Apocalypse with Ssak as a Terran blue in the blue color at the top at the 4 o'clock position, and Rain as a red Protoss at the 12 o'clock position. And it looks like the score is already 1-0 in favor of Ssak. So I think one more game this game, and if Ssak wins this, is going to be cleared to qualify. I'm not so sure how it works actually. I think you're going to be cleared to qualify for day 2. No, it's you are cleared to qualify for ASL. That's right. Day 2 only happens if you've lost. Day 1 you cannot qualify, but for some magical reasonings, some bracketing, criteria, and you have you're going to be having a chance to replay, I guess, in day 2. Yeah. So, anyways, it looks like the earlier game experiences went kind of horribly for Rain. He's making a lot of Dark Templar but losing a lot of them in the process. Supply wise, Rain is 63 and Ssak is 57, and he's gonna transition back into Reavers after failed Dark Templar drops here. And this is a common strategy used by pro gamers, especially Protoss, when they have Dark Templar openings, and if it didn't work out, and sometimes even if it worked out, you switch back into Reavers because you already have shadows anyway, so you're gonna be making use of that air mobility. Anyways, this observer comes in, he wanted to see the presence of the starport, and Rain sees that there's a starport, and so he's gonna have to adjust his build accordingly. He's gonna be going to expand at the 10 o'clock position, which isn't a bad idea because it looks like Ssak is not in any hurry to move out. He's well entrenched in his deep positions with about 5 tanks in the front, a bunker, and a lot of buildings. But the game, I think, is not yet over for Mini. I think he's, lost a lot of stuff in the initial harassments. It didn't really pay off for him, but now it's gonna have a chance to come back. Nice scan from Ssak to see that there's some units inside of Rain's base, but this observer sees what it needs to see. And why is it moving out? You need to not move out. Just stay exactly where you are staying, because moving out, it would reveal to Ssak that you know what he knows. And another confirmation coming from this Dark Templar. So where's Rain going to be moving? He's going to be moving towards the left side of the map. He's already transitioned some Dragoons in the front just to block any kind of army moving out. And so 2 Vultures coming in the front here as the tank is going to try to go back home. Dragoons are not in position to set, but now they're going to be coming out. And another scan by Ssak to reveal that there's no openings at all. But there's this tank and this Vultures coming once again. Ssak, it's just really, really unlucky. 2 Vultures go through, but they take out, I think, 2 probes. Very slow reaction though from Rain. Finally he's gonna be able to take out this Vulture after losing about 3 or 4 probes. But anyways, the food drop is gonna happen now, but it looks like Rain is ready. He's even transferring some of his probes to his new base while this dropship is out of position. So now Rain is pushing up in supply, trying to supply I guess 15-ish supply more than Ssak. Double armory though, spinning for Ssak. So even if he loses this dropship, it's not gonna be that consequential because he's got a huge army push coming up. A lot of Dragoons are in position to support, and we're going to be seeing another scan by Ssak. I think, yeah, exactly. He want to make sure he doesn't lose his dropship needlessly, and what happens there is that the dropship doesn't find any kind of openings. And during this time, what Terran usually do is push the front, because when you push the front, you forces the Protoss player to alleviate some of the forces in the main to go out and support the main army in the front. And that is something that we might see from Rain right now. He's moving some forces out, but he's leaving some forces back as well, because he knows the dropship is somewhere in the... Oh my god, 2 more Vultures. We already have another cannon, and that cannon is going to help a little bit with the defense. So I think about 2-3 probes were destroyed in the process. More expansion coming up for Mini Maxi, who's Rain here. By the way, that is not Mini. Mini Maxi is the nickname for Rain, not for Ssak, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, I can always be on crack on a certain beautiful Saturday like this one today. So anyways, yeah, I think most of you, it's gonna be the night time, right? So perfect timing for you to watch the games, whereas for me it's early morning, so I had to kind of drag myself out of bed just to enjoy this magnificent, this magisterial, this astonishing, electrifying experience. And why do you have a freaking goddamn Dark Templar in the middle of everything? This is a freaking, you know, this is not 1999 or something like that. This is 2024. Hello, why do you build Dark Templar in TVP? Maybe Rain's got a new meta that we don't know about. Another expansion goes up at 9 o'clock position. I think it's gonna be time for Rain to alleviate, I think, like two of his 3 dragoons out of the main, because he's already got a cannon. He needs all that he's got in the upcoming battles. The Dark Templar just stays in the middle of the map for what? Is it to catch dropship? I mean, Rain is the only player who's both a champion in Starcraft 1 and Starcraft 2. Keep that in mind. He is so revolutionary. He is just so ballsy, and of course he's very, very handsome. By the way, I met Rain myself. If you don't know about that, maybe I should show you a picture of me and Rain here at the bottom right corner of the screen. Yeah, this is a very, very random picture, but yeah, you see Rain there next to me. No, he's not next to me. He's next to that Afro guy, who is, I think, well, his name is Afro Toss. No, just kidding. His name is Paralyzed. Anyway, some vultures coming to harass, and 2 more probes. At least 3 more probes are going to be dying, but all of these vultures will get taken out. So that I'm not so sure, but I guess the exchange would always benefit the Terran, because you take out so many probes. That is a nice angle for a recall later, but of course I don't know if Rain will go for recall. That's something that remains to be seen. He's just gonna go for best way. He's gonna learn from the best Protoss here. Who's best? I mean, best Protoss is in his name, not his caliber, because the best Protoss right now is obviously Snow. And second to him is gonna be Mini. Anyways, he's gonna play Shadow Man, Shadow Way of Life here with a lot of Zealot and High Templars. What is that Dark Templar for? I mean, what can the spell be? It cannot be Maelstrom, because it doesn't really work on those kind of units. He comes through. He's gonna take out the Science Vessel, maybe. That even Dark Templar is blocking the ram. And very nice Storm. I think we have a nice D-Matrix in one of the tanks, and a Dark Templar gets destroyed. So that attack failed miserably, I think, for Rain, but maybe he's got more stuff up his sleeve. But the Dark Templar itself dies, so I don't understand what is going to be the next move, man. We have just 4 bases for Protoss, and another dropship's gonna load a tank, and he will start to assault the base at the 9 o'clock position. And Rain is running out of tricks from inside his sleeves, from under his underpants. Yeah, he's got to pull something else out of his belt, I guess, because there's no other accessory on his body that's gonna help him win this game. Where's the dropship? Where's the dropship? Again, the dropship is not yet dropping anything, and looks like Rain is not giving up on the assault. The tank unseated the wrong position, and that leaves a bit of breathing room, I think, here for Rain to pull back. And the Science Vessel is looking to EMP some of those units. Look at how rusty Rain is, but he's gonna try to do one more storm. Vultures surpassing the Dragoons out. This is gonna be serious problem if there are some High Templars on this area, and there are some High Templars in these areas. So Mini's not Mini Maxi, who's Rain. He's gonna kind of go back and try to alleviate the situation here. We have a nice storm drop. How many kills did it have? I'm not so sure, because we cannot see the kill count on that Archon until it morphs. But for the time being, it looks like, I mean, yeah, I think several SCVs were hit in that attack. Supply-wise, Mini Maxi, aka Rain, is only ahead by about 10 supply, and this dropship reveals himself, which is unfortunate, but not really important at this point, because clearly, I think Ssak is ahead. We have another drop coming through. Though this drop might do a lot of damage. I don't know. The Shadow finds an opening. Maybe it's gonna try to go in anyways. Look at that huge upgrades happening, and that is gonna be a beautiful storm. Another storm need to get taken, but only hitting a couple of SCV and then hiding in the corner. So that's nice. A kind of crazy mind jack takes out some Zealots. But yeah, Rain is almost maxed out. Ssak is also kind of almost maxed out. So we're gonna be seeing maxed out army and maxed out army against each other. And the only time I've seen a maxed out Protoss army beats a maxed out Protoss, Terran army. I mean, the only time I think it was Best versus I cannot remember who the Terran player is, but it was just because of Storm. If you don't use Storm and you don't use Shadow, there's no way you're gonna beat a maxed out Terran army. Of course, we've seen also Jangbi versus Flash in one of the I think quarterfinals or semi-final of the ASL, and Jangbi was able to kind of not beat Flash outright, but wither down the Terran army thanks to his excellent storm control. But this is going to be a different situation here, and these tanks are so strong with +2 weapons and +2 armors, and Protoss only has +2 weapons. We even have Reaver here in the middle of nowhere. Alright, supply-wise, Rain is only ahead by about 10 supply. We have a small engagement in the middle of the map, and more Zealot and more High Templars coming out. Yeah, at this time, I would just say, don't build Dragoons, man. Just build only Zealot and High Templar, because that is the most cost-effective way to utilize your minerals and gas for Terran. Uh-oh, we have a command center floating towards the 1 o'clock position. Does Rain know about it? In this kind of really dire situation, the Protoss player sometimes forgets that he must go and check for the Terran expansion. And we have some Zealot dropping here, which is a nice... Do we have some Mine Drag? No, he's not seeing that they're nearby mines. We have some Storms maybe. No, High Templar gets picked up at the last minute, and the game is going to drag on. Why are these turrets not being destroyed by the Dragoons? Now they're going to get attacked by the Dragoons, and the Dragoons we need to get pulled back, I guess. Yeah, so if Rain knew about the presence of this base, he would go and destroy it like in 2 seconds. But he doesn't know. And some Protoss players, even the high caliber Protoss players, just sometimes forget. Yeah, they forget that they need to check for Terran expansion even in the heat of the moment, because what wins games is money, not armies. Excuse me, I'm sorry, but that's the way it works. He's gonna go there now. Maybe he knew he's got some star sands, and there are no High Templars. Okay, there are some High Templars. SCV is getting transferred. Where is he going? He's gonna drop a lot of High Templars and gassing very nice storms. He's gassing some good storms and storming himself. That is not a good experience. We have another 4 High Templars in the back here, not yet being utilized. What is that? Utilize. Where is that? Okay, looks like that Shadow is on the move once again. He's gonna drop 1 High Templar in the back. Let's take a look at that. Looks like the current commentator is not showing to us what happens, and now he shows, and a lot of SCVs getting destroyed. So that isn't so bad. Rain 195 supplies, Ssak 172, but Rain is on the same number of bases as his enemy. This is not good, but he casts a beautiful storm. That is so good. And even more storm waiting to get deployed, I guess. This SCV, the SCV is gonna try to attack the remaining High Templars, but that is the way to play PvT in 2024, which is Zealot and High Templars only. Make very few Dragoons, because Dragoons are not good units. Excuse me, Dragoons are not a good thing to have in this 2024 scenario. Meta, if you will. Anyways, more drops happening, but Goliaths everywhere, tanks everywhere, and we need to have another base for Protoss. High Templar's getting sniped, 1 High Templar down, but that is not the right trade here for 4 vultures. A lot of drop is happening. High Templar will cast a lot of storm once again. This isn't a bad storm. The other storm is not so good, but the critical thing is that so many turrets are gonna get destroyed. Focus the attention on the turrets. Don't attack anything else. Attack only the turrets. He takes out, I think, 2 or 3 turrets and leaves 2 turrets remaining. So that's a good idea. We even have a Wraith mixed in just for laughs here. And yeah, if Rain can continue the harassment the way that Best does, then he's gonna have a shot. This is gonna be the craziest Mind Drag of the century, maybe. No, it's not gonna be, because the vultures are smarter than that. And they even focus the attention on the Nexus. Let's see, the Dragoons can be arriving on time to take out those vultures or not. And Rain would not have a breathing room. He would need to be able to transfer his probe sometimes. The Nexus, is it going to be falling? Look at the HP, 56, 40, 20, and the Nexus gets cancelled. A little bit prematurely, I shall say, for Rain. And again, 4 base Protoss cannot win against 4 base Terran, unless you just continuously bombard him with like this. Yeah, with Zealot and High Templar from the sky, another probe moves out, but at the wrong timing. We have an observer inside, but not good enough. And Rain has even no time to like send out a probe to rebuild his base. He's maxed out, but he's gonna be running out of minerals soon, I think. Unless he's finding another angle to attack, and Ssak knows he's got the game in the back, so he's just gonna sit back, enjoy the show. He's gonna sit back, enjoy the show, and let the Protoss player bleed. Another probe gets sniped, and I'm really sorry that Rain is not gonna qualify for the next AS. Of course, he's kind of like the outsider here. He's not really a Brood War player anymore. He's a streamer, actor, singer, guitarist, a dancer maybe, but not a Brood War player anymore. because this is not the kind of oh my god, EMP or what. Double shadow goes through a lot of EMP, but not on time, and some of the high templars will be to cast a storm. I think that isn't a bad storm. More storms from the back, more reinforcement from behind, but Zealots is so strong. Look at the deep tank line on the other side. High templars didn't get casted on those 6 tanks, but not enough energy remaining, and everything's getting destroyed, and we are near the end, ladies and gentlemen. Rain 114 supply with only 4 bases, and Ssak is pushing forward with +3 weapons upgrade and +2 armor on the tank. So finally Rain's gonna take an army here. Don't make any more Dragoons, man. Only Zealot and High Templars. You don't really need Dragoons. Of course, in reality, you need Dragoons because Vultures will beat the crap out of the Zealot alone. But, if you could afford to not have build any Dragoons, that is what you should do. What is this Shadow doing? I don't know. Some tanks get caught in the action. Some Mind Drag on some of the tanks, which isn't a bad idea. And some of the tanks get damaged, which is, he's trading okay. But 4 more Vulture comes in, and this Nexus once again is gonna get denied. Maybe another Mind Drag, and that Dragoon from Rain gets taken out. We have some cannons in the area, but will it be enough? Dragoons are scrambling to get in position here, and behind this Ssak is macroing up really nicely. 150 supply versus Mini only 144, and that shows the level of APM also. Rain is only 300 APM. Of course, that isn't so low, but it's not something that would get you into the the ASL. Of course, Ssak is really not having high APM either, but Ssak is winning. So when you're winning, you can have a low APM, and that's what happens to me as well, because that what is more important is to not only win, it's not really just to win the battle, but oh my god, so many probes get caught in the middle, and Ssak is just gonna beat the crap out of Rain, man. I'm very sorry. Let's take away this Rain photo here, because wait, it's already taken away. Okay, excuse me. Never mind. Anyways, the game is near the end here with Rain mined out in 3 out of his 4 bases, and Proton and Terran is still mining out of 2 bases. We have a lot of Shadow goes in, and he's gonna Mind Drag into himself maybe, which isn't a good idea. Excuse me. Finally, probes will get transferred, but still just so many mines. And still a lot of Vultures remaining. Where are the probes? I think the probes finally arrived. And the probe is gonna be able to mine safely. Finally, we will need to get back into the dropping business, because Mini Maxi, Rain is gonna die if he cannot drop more. He will need to constantly drop, and he might do that right now. We have 4 Shadows with speed somewhere in the air, just waiting for some engagement. But EMP is gonna be the bane of his existence here. Excuse me. During this time, Mini Maxi need to take another base. This is what high caliber Protoss players would do right now. He's got enough money for it, because he's also maxed out, so there's nothing else to build. So make another base and just pray for the best, man. He's gonna look at this very nice scan. He's gonna be waiting for a nice opening to exploit that science vessels. He's just waiting patiently for a right moment to come in and cast a goddamn EMP on all the EMP. EMP, that's right, on all of those units, and more Vultures are going through. What's inside of that 5th base for Rain? High Templar casts a storm. He's got the energy upgrade. He needs to find an angle. He's got a storm now. He casts a storm. He's gonna start to attack. No, he pulls back. And so good, man. Look at the Mind Drag. The Mind Drag, which is out of this world. Usually Mind Drag works against Terran, but in that case it works perfectly against Protoss. And now we're going to be seeing max out Ssak to attack. He says, enough is enough. Where's his +3 armor upgrades finishing? I'm not so sure, but why the Dragoons and Zealot walking through? They're going to cast some storms just to buy some time, and clumped up tank isn't a good idea. And a lot of good storms though. He's casting very nice storm on some of the Goliaths. He's got more forces on the other side, and he's going to cast more storm. That Shadow's got some Zealot. So just buying really good time here. But it's not going to be enough. Look at how thin Rain's army is, but of course he's got more on the high ground. If he can get more Shadow, he needs to build more Shadow, man. If he can drop more stuff, it's going to be great. And he is still not yet expanding to another base, and that's going to be his problem here. He's very, very low economy, and a 5th base is even going up for the Terran, and Rain doesn't know about it. We're going to be having another attack. High Templar, what are you doing? Ssak focusing the tank volley on the High Templar, which is a great idea. because one High Templar cost is, you know, more dangerous than 3 Dragoons in this late game scenario, plus 3 weapons. Why are you building a goddamn cannon? Go and build your Nexus. You need like money. Don't waste more money. Go and make money. Don't lose them. And yeah, anyways, Rain is just fighting hard, but he will not have a chance to win during this time. Once again, you need to pay attention to your enemy's expansions, because he'd like to expand, and you know why he, you know, strangles you like this. So always find a nice opening with your shadow, go out and exploit those you know, those bases. But can Rain go back? Excuse me, can Rain come back? That is going to be the question. We have 4 Dragoons looking for that hidden base, and it finds it. Let's see if Rains react fast. Oh, what is he doing? He's coming around. He wants to gain the high ground advantage, which isn't a bad idea, but winning this battle is not really that important. Or is it that important? It is that important, maybe, because very nice storm, and still a lot of shadows remaining after the battle. Now, don't forget to go back towards that base. He's gonna go back. He's just waiting on that high ground. Oh my god, he always, like, it's just a tick too late in his thinking compared to his enemy. And now we're going to be seeing some major battle. This is good timing because some of the tanks are unsieged and moving back. So Zealot's got a free range on the tank, and Archon coming from all sides. This is some nice battle. Look at it. This, you know, in high definition television is a perfect sight to see in a Saturday, beautiful Saturday morning. High Templar casting some storms. I'm losing my voice, and they're casting some beautiful storm. Not enough vultures there to take care of the rest of those units. But is it going to be enough for Rain to win the game? I don't think so. More units need to come and reinforce from the southern side. And yeah, that's gonna be the end of Rain's resistance here. Ssak is ahead by about 30 supply. Rain is trying really hard, but yeah, this base is a sore in the eye, man. It's a thorn in the throat, and Rain allows it to live. And now Saks is gonna be coming in with the executioning moves here. We have some forces coming out, drop something on the tank. What's happening here? Suddenly a group of Zealot assault this base, which is a great idea, but it's been mined out for a long time, so Ssak wouldn't mind. He's gonna take out the remaining economic bases of Rain, and that's gonna be the end. Yeah, why you, oh my god, High Templars, what are you doing? And he's gonna cast a nice storm on the SCV. One more storm on the rest of the SCV, which is a great idea, and that's gonna bleed down the supply count of Ssak a little bit, but it's not enough. Tanks even unsieging at the right moment just to avoid splash damage here. And High Templar, at least we have a nice attack on these incoming tanks. That takes out 0 tanks, I guess, because they are just very strong with the upgrades. This Archon doing some magnificent damage on the SCV. Just hold position, man. Just don't do anything else. Supply wise, Rain is 106 supply, and he's gonna just, yeah, during this time, the only 3 units you need to win or to survive is Shadow, Zealot, High Templars. Don't build Dragoons, don't build anything. Don't build anything, man. Nice storms. Would it be enough? This is good trade. Mathematically, it's working for Rain. But of course, life is not only about mathematics, it's also about economics. And it's also about brains. He comes through in the middle and destroys some of the tanks, but this is only for laughs because he's gonna be losing his virtually his almost remaining base here that is actually mining, and he's about 40 or 50 supply deficient compared to his enemy, and his enemy even regained the base at the 1 o'clock position. So yeah, this is a very nice, beautiful opening to this ASL Season 17 online qualifiers, but it's a sad day for Protoss. Of course, don't get disheartened because a lot of strong Protoss remains. Do some mind drag. What are you doing? You're a good player. Do some mind drag on those vultures, and you take out some of the forces. And look at this, guys. We would need to have some nice storm. And Archon, go and attack the tanks. Don't attack the freaking mine. The Archon is being focused upon, but yeah, these tanks are coming in to reinforce, and a Shadow is there just for laughs. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. This first set that I'm going to be covering for the online qualifiers is finished. Thanks for watching. If you like the guys, video, buy me coffee. The link is in the video. See you soon. Bye bye.